Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage. I am working on the Lada Niva. There's a lot of rust, but actually there isn't. Yes, there is a lot of rust, but I'm actually quite surprised the more I work on this car, how fairly little rust it actually got. It's just very localized, extreme rust, and then it's all right a lot of other places. For instance, this metal support bar for the spring in the front is completely gone. It's paper thin. It's a bolt-on unit. It's not difficult to change, but it's just amazing how much this has rusted compared to the frame right beside it. But there is a lot of rust, and I already started to work on that. Right now I'm concentrating on this jacking point and support right here. As you can see, I have cut most of it away. I have just been chipping away with an angle grinder, getting more and more off. I would really like to try to take it off as gently as possible to avoid damaging the metal. One way would be to actually drill out all the spot welds, but it's really difficult to find the spot welds on this one. And my history with doing that is not that great either. I tend to drill through the next piece of metal as well. So right now I'm just trying to cut it into smaller pieces and then chip it away slowly. I'm going to change the support bar up here and the jack point. And actually I was almost tempted to just let the jack point stay because it was really in good condition. But I have already bought a new one and it is actually overlapping this panel in here. So I would like to fix it. And also the inner sill is not too good in that area. So I would like to assess that and fix as much as possible before fitting the other parts. So what I'm just going to do now is to chip away. And as you can see down here, I have something to do right here as well. But it is really rather solid, to be honest. What I hope to accomplish right here is to fit a new one of these and a new jacking point right here. But firstly, I will have to get rid of the rest of this and do some small repairs on the inner sill and the main rail down here before I can do that. And then I need to do pretty much the same at the rear end. The rear end is slightly more complicated though, because the trailing arm is attached to there. So I have to at least attempt to get it in the right place to avoid having a car that craps along the way. But yeah, other than that, I think it's pretty straightforward as well. There is some rust in the inner sill as well that needs to be fixed. And then this entire thing needs to be cut away and refitted with a new one. But right now I will continue on that, chipping away, and then take you back when I have cleaned up everything. So this is one day later. Well, I haven't been working all night, but it's another day. I have made a repair to the chassis rail right here. Made a repair to the inner sill right there. Made a new plate for the jacking point to rest on. And now I think it should be ready to weld the new pieces in. I painted the inside of this panel and made a lot of holes and cleaned off where I'm going to spot weld. And also I'm gonna just quickly give it a coat of weld through zinc primer. That should be good enough. And then let's try to weld it in. And I'm just gonna make sure that I'm in position still for this. Yeah, it looks all right. Then I'm actually gonna attach it with a self-tapping screw before welding it. And then I'm gonna give it some really hot welds down here to get it attached. Like that. So do you think it will work? So I'm just going to shape it a bit to make sure that all the holes is tight to the floor, and then weld them in one at a time. And then we can attach the other part. And it's time to fit the jack point. The sealant is not necessary down here because I'm not sealing any chambers up or anything because it's open. I just like it better this way, and it will avoid at least some moisture to get in between the welds. Maybe it will just hold it in there. Well, it's just the way I do it. But I am really still learning. So I will call this progress. When the paint has dried up, I'm gonna give it some undercoating protection. But also, I'll have to fix this floor rust. I will do that from the inside actually. That will be easier. I just need to redo the flange on this. But other than that, it's pretty good down here. So it's just the bend on the floor inside that I need to focus on. And then of course there is this, which is going to be, well, pretty much just the same as what I just did, just in the rear. And then of course I have to do it all over, and in the bottom end, maybe I will flip the car for this, but it's pretty much just the same down there as up here. I am no master welder at all. I'm learning as I go, but I'm pretty happy with the result actually. So yeah, progress has been made on the Lada Niva. There's a lot of work to be done still, but I really hope to keep my motivation on this project to just finish up that rust in the rear quickly, so I can get it down on the floor again and start working on all the mechanical bits and changing the exhaust systems and all that. There's a lot of fun work on this car. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, you can support my projects on Patreon. There's a link in the description, and see you in the next one.